Hi there. Today we are going to give you an introduction on how to use the Flo Manager data builder in the RainBird irrigation software. This video will show you how to maximize irrigation system efficiency while saving water and minimizing problem areas on your golf course. It will also show you how to maneuver around poor irrigation system design. Flo Manager controls the amount of water distributed to the sprinkler heads through the piping system. A pipe layout that clearly states the sizes of the pipe used and the friction loss of the piping must be known to obtain accuracy in the system. The Irrigation Association has set up friction loss charts which can be used to find the amount of flow for specific areas of pipe. When using the RainBird software, using the map will generally be easier than entering data manually as there will be multiple branches, flow zones, and stations assigned to the flow zones. Any information entered on the map will also auto-populate the tables in the station details area. For the purpose of this tutorial, we will be using the 15th hole at the Canal at Delacour golf course.
Once in the Flo Manager, select the Add Pump button on the top menu and click on the map to select where the pump will be located. Name the pump and input the pump capacity. Next, after the pump has been placed, select the branch icon to add a branch off of the pump. Identify the branch by the size and direction or destination. Also, be sure to add the GPM for that particular size of type of pipe. Try to add new branches where you know there will be other branches coming off to make it easier to visualize on the map. Continue to add branches to the existing ones, showing all of the same ID features and GPM for that section of pipe. Remember that the software cannot compute loops. Our next step is to add the flow zone to the given branches to assign sprinklers to specific stations on the map. Make sure to add the flow zone to the correct size of pipe. This is found on the pipe layout map for the course. The next step is to assign stations to the flow zones. To do that, click the Assign Stations to Flow Zones button on the top bar. Click the flow zone you want to assign stations to and begin clicking the sprinkler stations that are part of that flow zone on the map.
Another way to input sprinkler heads into the flow zone is to use the Flo Manager linear layout on the left side of the screen. You will need to expand the tabs until you find the flow zone you are looking for. In this case, we are going to install sprinkler heads for the green, approach, rough, and perimeter. When you find the tab you are looking for, right-click on it and select Assign Stations. Once the screen pops up, select the hole you are working on. We're working on hole 15. And the areas that you want to insert into the flow zone. As you can see, when I select approach, there is one head in the approach area, so click the All tab to insert the approach head into my flow zone. I will then continue to do the same for the rest of the areas on hole 15 that I want to insert into this flow zone. Once I have completed that, all the heads in that area will now be in this flow zone. This function helps to reduce clutter and the use of lines in area where there are lots of icons and irrigation heads. It makes the map easier to read and to comprehend. Thank you for taking the time to watch our tutorial video today. We hope this has given you a good introduction into the Flo Manager function on the RainBird irrigation system.